Sometimes when you're writing a screenplay, you get stuck and everything feels kind of boring. So how do you get back to screenwriting? Watch this video to find out. Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Maria, and me and my friend Michelle, we are the two faces behind another character. And if you are like us, who loves screenwriting and writing scripts, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to watch videos like this. So, okay, you're stuck. Everything you write feels kind of lame and boring, and you would rather do something else. But you want to commit. You really love writing and you want to commit. So don't worry, it happens to everyone. After Christmas, everything was kind of slow, and I had a bit trouble getting back to writing. And after a break, it's not always that easy to get back to it. So here are some tips that usually helps me to get back to writing. I take a walk. Just letting my thoughts wander helps a lot. And if you're like me, the best ideas arise out of nowhere. So then you might be feeling eager to start writing again. Just walk around, start thinking about anything. Another idea is to read through your script and add comments, because usually then I get sucked into the story again. And I mean, sometimes I feel like I don't have the energy to come up with new things. So when I read through my script, I get the energy to rewrite, and then eventually I just feel like, oh, I want to write again. So that's a really good idea to just read through and rewrite, because that usually helps a lot, at least for me. So another idea is to read someone else's script. I usually read Michelle's script and add some comments, and I usually find myself getting into the mood of writing my own stuff when I read someone else's script. And besides, maybe you can read a script from a film you like, and maybe that film has the same theme as the one you're writing. So maybe you can get into the mood of writing your own thing and getting ideas for like the theme and like the structure and everything like that. So that's a really good idea to, read someone else's script and get yourself in the mood. Read a book. Just read. I find myself when I read a really good story, I kind of, get into the mood like, oh, I really want to write something great too. So just read is a really good idea for you to, get your head into the game and, start thinking about your own story. Watch tons of movies, preferably films that are in the genre you're writing right now. So if you're like writing a romance, you should definitely watch tons of romantic comedies, because you're gonna get like in the mood and you might get like ideas and like how the structure and stuff like that. So I find myself, getting tons of ideas by just watching other movies. So that's also a good idea if you're stuck in your own writing process. Make a schedule, like between 10 and 12 I'm gonna write, and then take a lunch break and then get back to it. And then maybe, put up a goal, like you're gonna write a certain amount of pages or like a certain amount of hours, and because that might help you to actually make you focusing right now and then don't get distracted by other stuff. I'm actually bad at this myself. I usually get distracted easily, so I usually don't make a schedule, but I should definitely do it. And I have found myself, if I do it, those times I actually have done it, it's making it easier to just do your thing, and then live your life afterwards, and you're gonna be satisfied with yourself that you actually put your heads in it and made that commitment to actually write during those hours and those pages. Music. And then I mean music from different films. I find myself getting so into writing when I'm listening to the soundtrack of Titanic. And maybe you should pick a soundtrack that fits your genre that you're writing, because imagine writing a horror story and then you listen to the soundtrack of Titanic. Might not work that good. So I know for me, I used to try to pick the right soundtrack that gets me in the mood of the thing I'm writing. And I usually don't listen to music that had lyrics in it, because that makes me getting distracted. So my tips is to listen to soundtracks without lyrics. That helps a lot. Put away your prestige. Just write. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always go back and rewrite. I have, found myself like, I'm putting so much pressure on myself that it has to be the perfect line or, the perfect scene or whatever. And usually I just have to write crap stuff and then eventually go back and make it better. So just put away the prestige, just write, and you can always rewrite. Just do it better. And you will just keep going. Because if you're always like, I need to write the perfect things all the time, you're never going to be able to write. Because usually I write stuff that is horrible at the beginning. And then, I need to go through those stages of writing horrible scenes, and then I will eventually come up with a great scene that's actually going to get stuck in the film, and the other one I'm just erasing. So just keep writing. At the end of the day, just write. Just write. Sit down in your chair. Forget about all the other stuff you need to do, and put away your phone and just focus on writing. Because you have a story to tell. And if you want to share it to the world or someone, you just need to write. So just write. So I hope you got some inspiration from this video on how to get on with your writing if you're stuck, and how to, get in the mood of writing. And because there's always hard to, stay motivated. But I think if you just keep going and keep going, it will do the trick. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are into screenwriting and want to keep watching videos on topics like this, please consider subscribing. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. And just keep writing, and hejdå!